Just
The only person really lost in this movie was her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally, like, the only person.
Hello and welcome to the Lost and Faded podcast, where we get faded and lost into a movie and film for the week. This week, Thunderbolts with me, Byron, and Chris and Angel.
Hey.
Hey, sit back, roll up, and relax as we talk about this good movie. Like and subscribe if you enjoy. What, you didn't like that? You don't like it?
It's a hesitant, good movie.
I mean, I think it's a good movie.
It was a good
It was a good movie.
It was a good movie.
I like it.
I'm sorry if I hesitant. Hey, we'll talk about it.
I'll get there. We'll get there.
I had a good time though. It was a really good time. We all just came from seeing it in IMAX.
Loud.
Yeah, it was so loud.
But that's
It was scaring me a little bit. I was
when
like,
it got to some parts, I was like feeling it a little too much. You know, I was like, oh man, like
We walked into the aisle, and as soon as I go to, like, try to get through the people, it goes, doof, and I was like, like, I'm trying to focus, not hitting these people in my legs.
yeah.
it's weird. It's like the Dolby one is like, it's good loud, but like that IMAX one was just loud.
I needed the screen, though, for, like, all the actual stunts.
Yeah.
I wanted to see that.
Which, as I start rolling up, we can talk about the cast and the plot. So I guess we should start with Yelena, like Florence Pugh. She's kind of the main character in this movie,
Very much so.
Yeah.
and she does a good job.
So good.
I still enjoy her character. I like how she's pretty chill. She's relaxed. She's not high strung. She's just like going with the flow type shit.
Yeah, just having a good time.
Yeah. Even
she?
well,
No.
like
Okay.
maybe at
Maybe
the
not.
start, you know,
She
Like,
tries to have a good time.
the first step was awesome. Like at the very beginning.
Oh yeah.
So that
The
was
jump.
like that set it up. I think.
Yeah.
So
that was really good.
Really good.
It was shot really well. She did that right.
Yeah, she jumped off of the second tallest tower in the world.
Hey, that's lit.
That's
pretty
awesome.
dope.
I would do it.
That was crazy.
Mhm.
I like that whole first scene where she's doing that whole. She's like trying to get into that lab, and she's just talking to these people about her own problems and shit.
Well, you know, when it doesn't matter.
Yeah, true.
You know, you gotta let some stuff out.
Might as well.
Well, they still didn't listen.
No, she has no one to
Crazy.
talk to. That's the sad part. I mean, that's. Oh yeah. Hey, it's a part of the story.
Yeah,
It is.
And when you're an assassin, you know, you have a hard time finding anybody to talk to because you probably have to kill them.
Hey, come on.
That's why it's easy to let it all out. Like, you're gonna die in like 5 minutes. Let me just trauma dump on you real quick.
It's got to be awful.
Yeah.
So who's the next main character we should talk about? Who do you guys think? There's a lot of characters in this, so I'm like, who is the second main?
Bob.
You would say Bob.
I would say he's the second main character.
I think so.
Yeah,
Okay.
They have a little
Okay.
something.
Bob. Yeah, you caught that right. It was,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. It's like
Elena and Bob.
No, I don't know how I feel
that
about it.
flows.
Bob's weird.
With that.
That's it. That's good.
I don't know. Bob's weird to me.
Oh yeah, he's super weird.
He's like Batman or anybody. Like, he's just a sad boy. He's
I-
just,
Yeah,
you know, he's a little emo.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They even what they say, the emo aggressiveness.
Yeah.
That was funny. I'm gonna
was a
use
good
that
line.
for a while.
Yeah, he's a complicated character to talk about right now until we get into the faded talk.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
But I think he's played well. I think the actor's name is Lewis Pullman. But I like how conflicted he feels and looks at times.
Yeah, he played like the facial expressions really well.
Mhm.
I thought so. The acting was pretty solid.
yeah, I agree.
I like his little arc that they gave him.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I didn't get enough of it though throughout the movie.
No.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they kind of left some stuff in the dark.
Yeah, there's definitely a decent.
Unintended. That was good.
I was just gonna leave that alone.
I had to acknowledge it. It was good.
But yes, and then I think the next, I don't know, the next main character, I have to say, I want to say Red Guardian.
You're gonna say Red Guardian. I was gonna say Valentina.
I was gonna say Walker.
Oh, okay. So
A lot of speaking roles.
Yeah,
there were a lot of roles, and those two are the two main characters. I just don't want to get too far into the Thunderbolts because I want to talk about them. I have them in their own little section.
okay.
That's valid.
We should actually let's just bring up Red Guardian too. Which David Harbour, he's on 100 in this movie. He was just yelling at shit.
Yeah.
He's just doing it, and he's having fun doing it. Like,
He's really good fit for that role. Just
Yeah.
like goofy, just it's good. It's comedic gold.
Yeah, I don't remember him being that like lit in the Black Widow movie. He wasn't on one like that. No.
He just got out of prison.
Yeah, true.
A little sharper on the edges.
I felt like they ramped him up.
yeah, he was chilling.
Yeah, I kept laughing at him. He's just so
He makes you want to laugh.
he's embarrassing.
It's super funny though, and like not all of his jokes land, but when they do, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I finished rolling up so we can start the faded talk. And I really want to talk about the initial trap. Woof.
With all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, so Valentina hired all of them to target each other, and then put them in a locked room. It seems like a good plan.
You know, on paper, yes.
Yeah.
And I thought it was gonna work for a second.
Mm-hmm.
They worked.
I mean, it worked for one person.
R.I.P. Taskmaster.
They did her so bogus.
They did.
Yeah.
They white tigered her.
Yo,
What?
that's crazy.
Man.
She should not have died like that.
No.
And like her mask wasn't even bulletproof.
Yeah, that was kind of lazy writing. Like, come on.
They obviously were like, someone has to die, so they know that someone may die. No one dies, other than Taskmaster.
Yeah. Dang. That is. It's fucked
I
up.
mean, let's be real. Nobody wanted the Taskmaster that way from Black Widow.
No.
So it's like, they were like, okay, fine. Just killed her.
Yeah. At that point, it just feels like a disservice to the character.
A little bit, yeah.
They could have just left her out.
Yeah. Could have just been like, you know what? Use your imagination.
But like, nah, you don't like her? We'll kill her.
We got you. But man, I don't know. The trap was good, and I feel that if there was less talking, it would have just worked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
100%.
They just started talking, and Bob showed up. Bob threw everything off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, he's just there. He's just like, hey, like, how did you get here? He's like, I don't know. You know? Like,
I know.
And he's just like so genuine that they're like, what is happening here?
Literally.
I think Ghost would have murdered all of them.
You think so?
100%. She's just too OP compared to all of them. To just like disappear, come up behind them, stab them, do some.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess. I don't know. I feel like the other two could have figured something out to fight her.
with time, they might have. Yeah,
Yeah, but she definitely should have won.
she got a point.
Not a point.
Yeah, took one down.
Yeah,
That was still crazy. I'm still not over that.
it had to be done.
I guess so.
It just
The
had to
only
be done.
person who really lost in this movie was her.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, literally like the only person. Well, and Valentina.
Yeah, let's talk about Valentina.
let's.
So she is kind of like the third main character
Okay.
because she's like pushing the whole plot because she's trying to basically rebuild the Avengers.
Yeah, trying to just have her own little team of heroes, I guess.
I guess
They
you could
are
say
now.
that.
Yeah, because I mean, it's one thing to try to like redo the Avengers, but you want them to be like your Avengers, and I'm not with that.
No.
No, I don't think they were with that either.
They got the upper hand on her, so like they're doing what they want for now.
For now,
Yeah,
yeah,
for
it's just the scheming aspect of her, because I mean, she's like what, the director of CIA, right? So like,
and she has her own little company
there's a
too.
lot going on.
I thought they said Oscorp in the beginning.
I would.
It was Oxcorp.
Yeah,
I was like, I heard Oxcorp, or then I was like, oh, Oscorp.
Yeah.
Oh, like Spider-Man. And then,
Like, hold up.
and then they said it again later, and I was like,
No.
okay,
Ox
a little
Corp.
less excited. You're like, ah.
yeah.
And then she has the fucking watchtower, which that pissed me off.
That was so disrespectful.
That pissed me
like,
off.
why do you have that building?
I'm like, it pissed me off because yeah, she should not have the building, but watchtower, that's Justice League. Don't touch that.
Yeah. Damn.
What are we doing, Marvel?
So they weren't doing well. We're just gonna take things from them.
They'll be fine. Watch it now before it's gone, I guess.
That's wild. I'm like, you could just left at the Avengers Tower with what you were going for.
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
What are they gonna put the A on the outside again? Like, what are they gonna do?
So like they just tore it down.
Yeah, made it an art piece.
Yeah. I know Tony was pissed.
She's
Rolling really great.
Oh, yeah.
She's something else in this movie, and she always figures out a way to be on top somehow.
Yeah.
Even a little less in the end, but she still is a little on top.
Yeah.
I'm just like, not the one that hurt. Like, how long are we gonna have to deal with her? I thought Bob was gonna throw her out the window. at a
I
point.
was waiting for that. I was like, come on, dude.
I was
Just
hoping
do
he was
it.
gonna make an example. I was hoping.
But it just a quick,
Yeah. Nope.
I thought because the trailer shows, him pushing Red Guardian outside the window. I was like, damn, how's he gonna survive that? He's got to land on a rooftop, and then he just pulls him back in the movie. I'm like,
dude, that was my moment where I was like, thank God. Because if we would have lost him like that, I was like,
I would have been pissed. Well, yeah,
Uh,
oh, man.
yeah.
he's a gimmick role in that team.
Mm-hmm.
But after they released all the chairs, I mean, I knew who died when they released the Avengers Doomsday chairs. Like, oh yeah,
Yeah, that ruined
Taskmaster is
it.
the only actor not on the list.
Yeah.
Mm.
They definitely should at least waited to announce the Thunderbolts were a part of it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, they're waiting on probably half of the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That it did feel weird because then you go to that ending, which we can really get to that later, but people like start disappearing. You're just like, they're not dead.
Yeah, like once you saw it all happen prior, like what he does with that, and then pulls them back, like like they're not dead. All these people aren't just dying.
Let's get into Sentry. I'm not gonna lie, personally. I read when Sentry first came like into the comics. I was over it. I was over the not knowing where he was from. He was the exact same way in the comics. He did not know where he was from. Well, he was a little less goofy. He was more just depressed and like scared of his own powers.
Yeah.
But like, and then you rarely ever get him in his full Sentry form. He's the type of character that they bring out so that they can like show another character stronger. They'll just beat up the Sentry and they'll be like, damn, he beat up the Sentry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn,
That sucks.
Doom is just gonna do that.
Yeah, probably. Probably Doom will beat up the Sentry.
That's crazy.
He's like all powerful, basically.
The costume.
The costume was pretty good other than the hair.
Yeah, the hair was. I was like, you could
It's a bit
left
much.
It.
Yeah.
you could
they
have
could've
left
left it. They didn't need
Had
that.
a little Homelander cut going, just blonde with the little black peeking out.
I was like, it's not looking good for
No.
The slick back was a little much.
like,
Yeah. She's like, it looks good. He's like, I don't know. I was like, no, he's right. It's
The
not
suit
good.
is pretty badass.
this
Yeah,
is
it was
really
cool.
nice. And I do like his fight scene. Like, I feel like the only fight scene he got as the Sentry.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty good. It was like Superman. Same, like everybody's just beating him up and nothing is happening to him.
No.
Just,
That was the point where I was like, man, these guys could not be Avengers.
No.
I mean, when they were trying to get up that tunnel, I was like, what can we do? We all just fight, use guns? Pretty much,
Yeah.
except for Ghost, but pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know, I have to say that when they were going up the elevator thing and they were like back to back, that was so funny because that was my idea. Like when they were like, what do we do now? I was like, the only thing they could do was like fucking like Emperor's New Groove that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when they're back to back, I was like, just walk on the waterfall. Like that was
Literally.
same shit. But yeah, when they got to the top, they're like, what do we do now? I was like, huh. Like, I don't know. It's fucked up.
Hey, while they're all talking about it, I'm jumping for it.
Everybody else comes down.
Yeah. I'm like, well,
I like before they started climbing that John was like, I'm just gonna jump up.
I thought he had it. I thought he had it for a little bit, and then I see him come back down. I was like, oh, he'll land on his feet. I thought he did not. I was like, no.
Dude, yeah, he does not deserve to be Captain America.
Not at all. No.
He was wilding in this movie a little bit.
Yeah. It was funny because Bob said it best. He's like, "You're Captain America?" He's like, yeah, why are you laughing? He's like, because you're an asshole.
Yeah, that was a good line. That was too good.
Like, I would have laughed at that too. If I was there, that would have been, I would have got hit. For sure, yeah.
Dude, when he was about to shoot Valentina, I was like, just do it.
Yeah, he went to grab the gun. He was like, fine, say one thing about me.
He was over that day.
Yeah,
Man.
he wasn't having a good time.
No one was really.
I'd like to learn. I liked like learning all of their background stories. Well, not all of them, I guess.
No, yeah. That's one of my issues with this movie is we focus a lot on like Yelena, like her like stories and like backstories, and with the Void, he pulls you into like memories of like trauma and shit. But we didn't get to see the ghost trauma. We saw a little bit of John's. We never saw Bucky's. And I was just like,
Yeah.
why? We didn't even
We
get
know
to see.
Bucky's mostly.
We know,
I
yeah, we know
guess so.
Bucky's.
But
I want to see more Winter
Ghost.
Soldier stuff. I want to see him kill more people in
I
the
was hoping to
past.
see Red
got a good
Guardian in the past.
Yeah, like
like
Guardian of the
during
past.
his peak. Like I'd love to see that.
No,
Something bad that happened.
no, we just got those Yelena scenes, which I'm not against them. I just wish we had more time for the other characters because Ghost did feel like they just had her there.
Yeah, like just kind of there. And I was like,
She was necessary for a lot of portions of it.
yes.
I was like, okay, bet this is a good cop out. She'll just walk through the wall here and fix it.
You Ghost saved them multiple times, and then Yelena still was like, "You're not that good of a person." And I was like, "Damn, what the fuck?"
Bitch.
Yeah. It's like, that's fair.
She came back for you like 3 times. What the fuck? Shake my head. I do like the team. The team does feel like diverse in backgrounds and where they come from in the Marvel universe. But we definitely need more like superpowered people on that team.
At least one or two.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
well, we have one, probably the best one for now, but he's not working.
Nah, he's sitting it out. He's reading.
He's
Yeah.
reading the book. He's like, yeah.
You probably should after that. That was insane. The little girl.
Yeah. The
I was
little
like,
girl.
Oh my god. That was crazy.
I was like, Disney would never. They're bringing that little
That's
girl
all
back.
Yeah,
that's all
that's like they have to.
They took out the little girl first, and I was like, no. This is a Disney movie. They're not killing a little girl in front of him like that, even though they kind of didn't hurt.
Also,
Nightmare.
not really that much blood. I just realized.
Mm-mm.
No,
No.
they were chilling. A lot more curse words.
I was about to say they swapped out. I guess there's a balance. You have to have one or the other.
Did they say fuck?
I don't remember that.
No.
I just know bitch and
They said shit.
yeah,
Dick.
yeah. Everything but fuck. Guardians of the Galaxy got it though.
True.
They got the one.
The one.
Deadpool took the rest for the next 10 years.
Yeah, we'll see about that. So, how do you guys feel about the Void?
It was scary shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like watching it, and I was like, how? Like, what are you supposed to do? Like,
Yeah,
it's
there's
a
nothing
loop.
you
You
can
try
do.
to stop it, and then it's like, nope, you're gonna watch this again.
No.
That's like, damn, dude. Like, How did she like even break out of the tree? That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. She
Which I don't know. And then everybody else kind of
they just appeared.
yeah, they just feel like so. But from what you're showing us, everybody had to break through like their own trauma thing and like connect to the other person. They did that fast as hell.
Yeah.
Like they did that fast as hell. She's like, you guys came. And they're like, of course. Like
The group hug.
y'all thought she was dead. Like,
extra like 15 minutes to show theirs like
No, for
yeah,
real,
like a
dude.
little something.
For
'Cause
real.
I don't know. It did feel like it
should've
felt
felt
like they
like a
just
mission.
popped up. Yeah, yeah. Like go to just like even 2 minutes of like, oh, they'll do this, that, and then they break through and go to the other or whatever.
Like find each other because they all kind of came at once. So it's like it's all leading to the one.
I like to think it was Red Guardian who broke out first.
oh, I,
Fuck this shit,
Dude, because he's like as silly as he is, he's totally like the glue that keeps the team together. Because they all were trying to go their separate ways so many times, and he's like, no, we are team, we're team. Like, so he, I think, was the first one to be like, hey guys, you just got to do this. Like, you know, they're like, oh, but he's like, yeah, come with me. Like, I don't know,
I could see that. Well, I wish they saw it.
I was gonna say, yeah, we could have,
should have done it.
No.
should have.
Yeah, they should have, especially with how it ended with all of them having to be there for Bob.
Yeah,
Which I thought it was a decent moment. I just felt like it was a little cliche.
a little bit. I think
sure.
Yelena should have been enough.
Mm-hmm.
But then
Same. I was hoping.
yeah,
that
but then
she
like when it
gonna
was
do
still going, and then I was like, oh, that's not enough, and I'm like, that sucks because that's like a scary moment, you know,
Dude,
like what it signifies is scary. So I was
Yeah.
like, it's like she's not enough, so you need the whole team, you need everybody, you need your support. Which like the idea, like the meaning behind it, I thought was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But they all just kind of broke out, went to go hug him. Like y'all could have did that earlier.
truly.
And the Avengers be fighting. So like imagine like they're fighting on that team and he just gets really depressed.
Yeah, literally.
Boy.
That's why they can't use them.
Like Bob, you gotta chill, dude. You're like,
Yeah, it's like we're just fighting.
They
It's like,
can't have.
you know how pissed Hulk would be.
Are you serious?
Like I'm dead.
every reality that he went through would be destroyed. He would
That's
come
why-
out just angrier.
Yeah, there's like
Sentry's just a weird character because he's so powerful that they like you can't use him too much, and every time they use him, they just have him get beat up. And then there's like you can't use your powers too much, or you turn to the void that's basically unstoppable, unless you realize your own shit, Bob.
100%.
yeah, which sucks. That's so not an easy thing to do for anybody, and then especially somebody so troubled.
He was pretty troubled.
Like, man.
It's cool to see Valentina's past too.
What?
Oh yeah, that was
What was that?
her father. Like she was little, and she watched her father get murdered, pretty much. I don't
Do they
know.
know what language they were speaking?
Italian.
Oh, they're so okay. She's Italian.
Yeah, I'm on Duolingo, so I caught some.
Oh.
I fucking knew he was.
I knew he was going to say that.
Shout out. No, I'm just kidding.
No, for
But yeah, I picked up some of it, but I mean, I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting because again, it's like you don't know anything really, and then to see something like that, it's like, oh, it kind of gives you like I don't want to say a soft spot for her, but you realize like everybody has their thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Whatever she's dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
I liked her assistant. Her assistant was pretty chill.
That was a good character.
Yeah. She was stressing.
She was like college kid in like internship, and then it was like too much. And I was like, you know what? I thought this was gonna be good.
And now she's a part of the Avengers. The new Avengers.
Is she? What happened to her?
The Z.
She's still a part of it. She's still
Okay,
in it.
because I'm like, she just kind of disappeared after a little bit.
Yeah, they didn't like resolve anything with her. No.
Mm-mm. That's fine.
It's fine.
She makes good coffee, so that's fine.
we heard that.
It's the best
Fucking dead.
best job you can do as an assistant, I guess. I don't know.
Dude, when he comes out in the Avengers like jumpsuit, I didn't realize until he turned that there's ads like a race car on it. I was like, oh my god, Tide. I was like, look at all the ad placement. It's like
It was funny. With a Z.
I'm sorry.
Like, I like it.
Not an Avengers team to me. That's what I'll say.
No.
no, that's not what I would picture, but I would definitely accept it as a side like Avengers team. Like But it should have been called the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, it should have just
kept
left
it.
Thunderbolts. We don't need that. Oh,
Yeah. I like the name
New
Origin.
Avengers?
That was fun.
Come on, we can give a better team than that.
We got a lot of people.
Yeah.
This
And
team
we'll
has Red Guardian on it. Come on, he's an Avenger now. No, you see, no.
These are Thunderbolts.
Yeah. Now we gotta call them Avengers. I'm not calling them Avengers.
No, they're
How they gonna do that to Sam?
He's like, I was just doing it. Copyright. Copyright the name.
I'm like, bro cannot catch a break as Captain America.
no.
Dude.
Dude, I would not want to be like, because everybody says there's one Captain America, so you can't fill those shoes, man. Like Steve Rogers was just that dude.
Yeah.
Like you can be great, but you're still not Captain America.
Oi.
Like I'm just saying it. Like what?
Sam is Captain America.
I mean, yes, but I'm saying like the way that people are like making him look is like, oh, you're not Captain America.
Yeah, okay.
That's
I
what I'm
thought
saying.
You were saying that.
No,
No, like for a second, I was like, yo.
I was like, are we getting into this right now?
Oh boy, no, wrong movie for that.
I'm dead.
No.
But I get, everyone keeps saying he's not Captain America. Yes, he is. Will he ever live up to Steve Rogers? That's hard. That's a hard no.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's super hard to do.
And I'm like, we're talking Sam Wilson, Captain America, who just became Captain America in the comics in like the 2010s. And I'm like, Steve's been Captain America since the 40s.
Yeah. That's true.
No, it's a layered thing. What they keep doing him bogus. First, he has to fight for the right to hold the shield. Then he has to fight for the right to be called Captain America all the time. And now he has to fight for the right to have his own Avengers scene.
Damn.
Yeah, just going
You
through
have
it.
to lay it out. It's like all the problems. So true though.
This is why we should have had the Avengers movie at some point before this. That's what I'll say.
Like a smaller,
Yeah, Sam should have got an Avengers movie before.
They're just gonna
we're
make him
getting-
lead everybody in the next one.
Yeah,
Top, like
hopefully.
the big three.
He better. They should just let him curse people out.
That's wild. I can't even imagine that. Him in like the white suit with just like the hint of, red and blue, cussing people out, holding the shield.
I'll be pissed at Bucky too. I'll be like, "What are you doing, Bucky? Get off that team!"
Yeah, that was wild that he was like mad. They were mad at each other because of it. That's funny. Really.
I want to see this team that Sam puts together.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys feel about the action scenes?
They were pretty solid.
Yeah, they were good. I liked the when she's like running towards him and everything's like flying at her. And I'm like, oh, how's she gonna get through that? And it's like some crazy,
Yes.
like dodges and jumps and
That was
stuff.
pretty good. Like
Yeah.
she's pretty good at the.
The movement was crazy.
That was some Black Widow shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was very practical. A lot of stuff was practical.
That's why I had to see it on that screen.
Mhm.
That was.
I like
that. Was
that.
one of the best parts. Is a lot of it.
This felt like you're actually in the places where they are. A lot of the more recent Marvel stuff has been like CGI background and green screen.
The chicken signs scene. That was a set. It was the worst set I've ever seen on like a budgeted movie like this. Like it looked like they were on a stage. You could see the wall, like the. I don't know
that
if
part,
you call it.
yeah.
I was just blown away. I was sitting there analyzing it, like, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the fact that they said that he was addicted to meth is crazy.
Yeah, just like open about it.
They would like Coke was a thing in Deadpool, but like, this guy does meth.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
It wasn't even that necessary to the background.
No,
no, like probably not.
probably not. But like, they could have got away with not using that bit. But I guess it does add a little bit of depth. Like if you're doing meth, it's pretty bad.
You're gonna be in a chicken costume flipping signs.
That's crazy.
I'm on a set.
He was fucking them up.
He was.
That's why I'm like, those aren't Avengers.
Yeah, he got beat by a dude
you
on a
think-
chicken costume.
Do you think like if Thor and the Hulk were there, like they kind of hand it to him a little bit, like, or would it just like?
We gotta go back to Age of Ultron. Let's go. Witch fucking with their heads.
That's why I really liked his power as a void, because it's like a nightmare thing, and hers was fear. So I was like,
Yeah. What was his like shame?
yeah, that nightmare, like just like your nightmare scenarios in life. But I mean, obviously it happened.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it happened. That's wild.
What keeps you up at night? This.
I really want to see Bucky's.
It would have been good to watch.
Yeah,
Like
it would have been cool.
The deeper stuff for sure.
I like the effects of him shadow sending them to the shadow realm.
It was cool. It was scary though.
Like they just like spewed
Yeah,
across the floor.
It kind of like, I don't know, it was scary because it looked like just like yeah, you just like painted their shadows right where they were, and I was like, oh, what happened there? You know, it was a lot of like, when people disappearing, it takes me back to like the Thanos snap. You know, it's always like, I'm sure the people of New York are so sick of it.
They're done.
They're like, I'm disappearing again, bro.
I'm like, why are you even staying there?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fucked.
I'd
And
be
it's
out.
like every different part, something else is happening. It's just like
Kingpin's mayor of that city. Like, bro,
It's all bad.
like,
he
are you-
definitely played vigilantes on that.
yeah, he's like, this is crazy. Like, he said, "Fuck this! I'm not going down there to collect those ones."
Yeah.
Said only the street level.
Oh my god, I can't.
Yeah, it's crazy. Too much disappearing.
Yeah.
Older fist disappearing.
I don't know
Any
what he
other
saw.
characters?
He saw his dad.
When I was a boy.
Yeah.
How'd you guys feel about the post-credit scene? We don't really gotta talk about the first
The
one.
first one was kind of funny though.
It was funny.
It was pretty good. I liked it, but I was like, please don't be another funny one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they give us a little bit of funny, but like a bigger meaning.
Yes, which was good. I'm excited to see where it goes from here. Like, because they're introducing, I feel like they're starting to like intertwine things a lot more. So
In a better way.
Yeah. They're definitely trying to wrap this stuff up.
They for sure are. You could tell like Doomsday's coming out. I was expecting a few more things, you know?
Yeah. We're definitely missing a few movies that we should have.
Yeah. Blade.
We should have had another Doctor Strange by now.
yeah,
We should have had Shang-Chi should have got a sequel by now too.
Oh, I wish. That's probably one of my favorite ones. Movie wise.
Yeah. From the recent ones, yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a gorgeous movie too. Alright, so overall what did you guys we should say like the Fantastic Four are coming.
Yeah, literally was it going to go over that? And you said, like, yeah,
yeah,
Fantastic Four, spoiled,
yeah,
but we all know.
Yeah.
had to have it. But yeah.
No, it's what we all can expect. Which I guess now we're just going to the movie, just getting to know them. We
Yeah.
know what happens and like where they end up.
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
you're going to lose.
Happens to the best of them.
Damn. They're gonna come to this earth freaking out.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean everyone disappeared here?
I just want to know how they get rich immediately. Because they're going to have to.
Well, they're probably.
We brought our money.
Yeah. I
That
don't
would be
know.
crazy.
They took themselves and their money and left that fucking planet.
Dang.
We already talked about Sam suing them for using Avengers. And it's like, give Sam a team. Like, I don't know. Why couldn't his Captain America movie been like a half Avengers movie like Civil War?
Yeah.
I don't know. They really they did not care for that movie.
Nah, they said, all right, one more bad one, and then we're gonna start good. And now the stocks are going up. But it's
Yeah.
like, if you don't keep it going on, well, you get one bad film or show that just tanks you again.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. It's hard to get back into the groove of things.
Well, let's see how Ironheart is. Because this was pretty good. Overall, how'd you guys like this movie?
Was it good? I say
like it a
solid,
lot.
like,
Not like it's not like top tier. But like I would watch it for fun.
Yeah.
Like I can add it to that list. Like it'll be thrown out randomly, probably.
Yeah.
It's a fun fight scene.
Yeah, it has really fun fight scenes. It's like, I think, and the character interactions are really nice. They're all just assholes to each other. And it's great.
good vibes. Very good vibes.
I think the third act was a little rushed. I feel like.
Very fast. Yeah, they just kind of ended it. Like, oh,
Yeah, because I feel like it was a long well, I wouldn't say it was like long movie, but it was definitely a longer movie, and I feel that overall, like, not too much happened, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like they were
Yeah.
here and then here, and that's it.
yeah.
Literally.
So yeah,
It's really just based on the character interactions and all the dialogue.
It does hold up well.
Mm-hmm.
With that, like, I'm not mad at it at all. Some of the other ones sucked.
yeah.
Like, come on. Ant-Man 3.
Yeah.
Said there.
I'm never rewatching that movie.
I did really high the other day.
No.
No. It's not worth it for that. So how high would you guys get for this movie? How many bong rips?
What would you say the equivalent to one blunt and one joint is to bong rips? Because I got just high enough.
I gotta do weed math now.
Yeah, dude.
Like 7 to 8.
Bet. That's it. That's the number.
That's how high I felt.
7 to 8, yeah.
That's why I got that high. I was like, this is good.
That was
Got a
fun.
little anxiety, I'm going to be honest.
I was gonna say if you get too high, dude, that shadow part's gonna freak you out. So I don't know. I'm gonna say solid 5.
Okay.
5's good.
5 to 8.
5's good. You'll be having fun, and then yeah, but towards the end, careful.
Yeah. Dude, he was boxing the void. I was like, what's going on right now?
Yeah.
That was wild. I was like, damn, okay. Oh, you're not doing a fucking thing. Okay.
Oh.
I saw it like taking him over, and I was like, ah, damn, not enough.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was, yeah.
That was training for the Avengers.
No.
Get in.
That was like, oh, no.
Damn.
See, then I even Avengers, Avengers wouldn't even have Bob on the team. They'd be like, that's irresponsible.
They'd be like,
No, they had
Who
they
did
had
this?
the Scarlet Witch. She was a little
My
wild.
God, she wasn't. She was a little wild,
She was a
but they didn't know how
liability.
crazy she would get.
Yeah.
Hey,
But whoa, she got crazy.
no.
She did.
She just had a moment to support women's wrongs.
She tried to kill a child through different universes. She followed.
Give me a second.
It was a good cause.
And she killed the Illuminati.
So, at least we don't have to look at John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic.
Damn.
He looked good, but I don't think he would have killed it. Like Pedro. Pedro's gonna kill it.
I believe in Pedro, but I don't know about John. I don't know. I'm high as fuck right now.
Yeah. Could go either way.
I never do that, so that's gonna be a new thing.
Okay.
The audio people will be like, "What did he just do?"
Just
The AI is like,
Hey, maybe check out the YouTube videos.
Damn.
All right.
that's enough.
That's enough for me. I'm losing my voice too.
Damn.
A lot of weed.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoy. Bye.
Peace.
Say bye.
Oh, me say bye?
Both
Bye.
of you.
I said peace.
Chris, say bye.
You have to say bye.
I like the Irish goodbye.